So, the car's painted. Ready to see it? I'm only joking. Of course it's green.
Fortunately, I didn't get much time to enjoy it, as we have to get straight to work, removing the front end so we can work on the engine bay and get the engine in and work out everything else. So, you find me with the front end off now. Let's just go through a few things before I start putting everything back together. So initially, this colour, this is the original colour on the car, and I never really thought it was this nice until I kind of saw it repainted and in the sun. As you can see, that it sounds so nice, like compared to in the light and in the dark, it's so different. It did initially have a respray, and it was in pretty bad condition, so everything had to go back down to bare metal. So it was pricey. I did a lot of prep work, so a lot of rust repairs were done, like the wings and the bonnet and everything was sandblasted, they were epoxy primered, all the doors along the bottom of it, repaired all the rust, all the engine bay was done, the tailgate was done, everything was done, checked for rust, so you didn't find anything. The price, I don't really like talking about money, but I'm going to tell you anyway, £6.5 grand. Now, yeah, that might sound a lot, however, you can spend up to 15 grand, or for a perfect job if you just give them a car with no prep, or it's like 2 grand for a cheap one, and that's what the price was before, and I can see why it's 2 grand. So much work had to go in just to reverse everything that was already done. So I got it done at a place called AG Auto Refinish in Nottingham. It's pretty local to me. I had friends that knew him, so I thought it was the best option. One of my friends had their car done and it looked immaculate, so I just said, where did you get it done? Because that's where I want it done. There was a few different colours I was going to go for. I was going to go for like an Alpine white or a Golf yellow. Golf yellows on like the E9s, the E10s, you know, the 2002s. Super cool, but I thought I had to keep it original. So it took about 6 weeks in the end. I did push for it. He didn't rush it though. We spent a lot of hours, tons and tons of hours on it, a lot of late nights, and a lot of weekends, so I'm massively grateful for that. Because to get it back when I did, it was just perfect timing. So what's next? We need to get the exterior sorted, all the doors built up, the tailgate built up, everything stuck back on, all the trims, everything. Get the engine bay ready, put everything back in that I've already done before, as I know it all fits. So that should just be able to go straight in. And then with the engine, a few little bits left on that, and then that can go in for the final time. So let's get on with it. Before you think I'm putting the engine in for the final time, unfortunately, I'm not. I need to get the engine in so we can measure the wiring loom, because I'm getting a custom wiring loom made up. Fortunately, this was something I wasn't able to plan in before the respray, so what I need to do is quickly throw the engine in, just as an engine, no gearbox needed. Pretty scary doing it on my own for obvious reasons. I've done it so many times now, but with it being painted, it's just a different level. So let's get that in, be super cautious and see how it goes. Now one quick job while I'm in this position is quickly just testing the exhaust manifolds. Because they've been modified, we did a lot of welding work, just double check if they weren't warped, as unfortunately it was something I missed to do a final check. Luckily it went all okay, so these can come off
And now they're going to be sent off for ceramic coating. I'll show you more on that later. Very exciting times. So even though I wasn't supposed to see this yet, I'm so happy with how it's turned out. Obviously initially I've had the engine in before, I've had it mocked up, I've had it in the bay, but obviously it wasn't painted. So seeing everything kind of slowly coming together, it looks absolutely amazing. I'm really, really happy with it. Just made a quick little bracket for the front as I've got no gearbox, but obviously next time it goes in, it'll be totally different. So yeah, I can just enjoy it for now as it is before it's going to come back out. So while I was waiting on my wiring guy, just started running the front end loom through the wing. So that means that I can have the front end on a different loom and it doesn't have to come through the bay. There'll be more on that later. So this is the final enjoyment of this, as now we're going to remove it and move on to something else. And now with the engine out, it's time to work on the engine bay. So we'll be making a bit more of a dedicated video to the engine bay. But first of all, I'm starting off with making some cardboard templates. Now, if anyone can guess what they are, then well done to you. So I decided to go with Zerkotech for some heat management. So that's why the exhaust manifold's being sent off ceramic coating. And that's why here I'm just mocking up some templates for their heat management for the foil. I'll show more on this in a later video. But as you can see here, I'm just kind of measuring up exactly how I want it. I'm going to make it too big initially to start with, as I do think you can overdo it. Obviously, I don't have a turbo, so it's not going to be very high, but with the exhaust not running any heat shielding and also being extremely big for the engine bay, I thought what's best is make as much as I can and then I'll cut back until I'm happy. However, we've got some crazy plans for the next few weeks. I've got a car show coming up, one of my friend's car shows, so I really want the car at least ready for that. Doesn't have to mean it running, but let's see how far we get. So I'll see you in the next one.